about the geology of this coastline. This coastline appears to be made of this soft, maybe mudstone. I'm not a geologist, but I think that that's mudstone. I'll have to double check that when I get back. And you can see it's made of pretty erodible material, even with my fingertips. You can see it's easy to take off, and it's got these large bits of granite sticking out. So in places these bits of granite are really big, and in other places like here they're just small nodules like this. So these small nodules are making it a bit stronger, but otherwise this is a really soft rock that's fast eroding. Now these waves on a very high tide and in storm conditions wouldn't just stop here where I think the high tide is at the moment. Yeah, hasn't moved in about 15 minutes when I've been down here. Now they would lash up against this cliff, okay, and you can see, I know that happens because there's this wave cut notch. Can you see here, right underneath near the beach, you have erosional feature of this wave cut notch. So as the water comes in, it's eroding around and under this cliff. It's creating an overhang. So now, and I don't really recommend going that close to a cliff that's overhanging really, you can see that this whole top bit here is overhanging this wave cut notch, okay, in the bottom. So you can imagine what's going to happen. Eventually that's going to collapse. Now it's going to be helped to collapse by weathering. So what's going to happen is you can see that there's also a layer of soil at the top here because we have this vegetation. Okay, that vegetation is helping to keep the soil in place, but also you'll know that the rain will infiltrate through that soil and then it will go down into this mudstone layer, and actually over time the weight and the heaviness of that water will help to make the cliff slump. Now you can sort of notice areas here which look like they've had some slumping. If I just walk over here, you can see here where this plant is, where it's further down, so it's shifted down and there's been a bit of slumping. Okay, so we're going to have the slumping, and then on top of that, if we have the heavy weight of the water filling up this bit of rock, this overhang, it's more easily going to have large bits break off and fall off the cliff, be transported elsewhere. Now I just want to show you what I mean by that. So you can see here, this is exactly what has happened here. You can see it's been undercut here, and then it's got so heavy that this large piece of mudstone has slipped off the cliff. So this is erosion in process, okay? And erosion in process. I love bringing you geography straight from my holiday in the Isles of Scilly. There you go.